Just a quick disclaimer, I did not make this build. I grabbed it from D-Day, aka Sweep the Leg, off of the official Rift forums. In the description box below, I will put all the macros that I use, the macros that he uses, and a link to the original guide on the Rift forums. Hello gamers, this is Noobzilla. I've had a lot of people ask me this last week what build I'm using on my warrior, and this is what it is. I'm using 61 Warlord, 13 Paragon, 2 Tempest. The two I'm using in Tempest are 2 out of 5 amped, and that brings up Shock Pulse, which is our ranged builder, and then it brings up Skyfall, which is a ranged finisher, so those are definitely needed for warriors nowadays in PvP. And Paragon, what we have is 13. We have 5-5 Teaching of the 5 Rings, we have 1-1 Wrist Strike, we have 4-5 Weapon Familiarity, and we have 3-3 Grace of the 5 Rings. The buffs that I use are Enhanced Conductivity, Deadly Posture, Ready Posture, Focus of Body, Way of the River, and Turn the Blade situationally. If the heals are pretty bad on your team, or if you're running by yourself, you might want to use Recovery Posture instead of Deadly Posture there, but it all comes down to what you want. So the way you play this is, you want to get 3 points up, and then once you get 3 points up, go ahead and use your Tactical Surge. Go ahead and get 3 more points up, use your Battle Surge. And then next time you get 3 points up, use your finisher, and keep on using your finisher that's listed in the finisher macro until your buffs wear out, and then you'll just redo your tactical surge, redo your battle surge, and then you'll go back to your normal finishers. So I use my main builder macro and put it in 1. For 2 I use my finisher macro. For 3 I put tactical surge. For 4 I put battle surge. And then from there on out, you can do whatever works best for you. But I like to keep defensive maneuver out there, neck punch, wrist strike, battlefield medic, sergeant's order, general's order, and then no permission to die on my hoppers as well. You can break down the macros that I listed and put some things individually if it works better for you. But you know, you can play around with it and find out what works and what doesn't work, and then tweak it, and then you can make it your own. So once again, check down in the description box for all the macros, and then check D-Day's original guide because it is a lot more in-depth and thorough than the one that I'm using. But this is just a quick look. It'll point you in the right direction on what spec to use, and you can go from there. This is the original guide that D-Day made before I butchered it and showed it to you guys. There's going to be a link, like I said, in the description box, but he has his macros here. He uses a burst macro, a finisher macro, a builder macro, and a charge macro. What I did is I put the charge macro into my main builder macro because I like to fly around everywhere. It can get you in trouble in Conquest, but it's pretty fun in Warfronts. And then I put my burst macro, I just went and threw those abilities in my main builder macro.